So I wanted to come out here and show you guys a rose that I transplanted back earlier in the summer. And this is Abraham Darby. It's a David Austin rose, Abraham Darby. And I had it over here in another place, and it was just getting crowded out. Just wasn't a good spot for it. So I've transplanted it, and I want you to see this, if I can figure out how to turn this around. So I transplanted this rose. Here you can see this red is new growth. Y'all, this thing was a dead stick. I don't know if you can see. That's all dead. The whole thing looked like none of this was here. None of these green shoots. It was just these two basically dead sticks. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is not gonna make it. I talked to my buddy Steve at Natchez Glen and kind of got some advice from him on how to transplant it, and I followed that. But still, I thought, man, this is just too far gone. There's no way. But man, about 3 weeks after I transplanted it, maybe a month, little shoots started coming up from the ground. And now look at how tall that is with that new growth on there. Even up there, it started shooting out some new stuff. And I was sitting here thinking about that this morning. You know, sometimes in our lives, we find ourselves in just a not good place. Maybe it was good for a while. Maybe in the beginning it was good. But at some point, it just stopped being a good place for us. And it was really scary. I know that sounds silly for a rose bush, but I love these roses. And so it was really scary for me to think about pulling it up and transplanting it basically at the beginning of summer, which isn't the ideal time to do that. You really want to do that in the spring or really in the fall, so you don't stress the plant out and cause issues. But it was so bad that I'm like, if I don't do this now, if I don't get this transplanted now, I'm gonna lose the whole thing. And so I took the risk and I took the chance and I did it, and it has proved to be successful. And so I just want to encourage you, if you find that you are in a place in your life that, you know, maybe it was really good for you for a season, but now you're just kind of like this rose bush, two dead sticks, or you feel dead, half dead, seek the Lord and ask him what he would have you to do. And it may be time to transplant. It may be time to pick up and do something else, move somewhere else, get around a different bunch of friends. Sometimes environments just become toxic for you. And as you continue to seek the Lord and what he would have you to do, you may find that he wants you to transplant. Maybe he wants you to find a different group of friends, or maybe he wants you to find, you know, I don't know what it may be. Maybe it's actually habits or something that you're doing that's just not healthy for you. And it may be time to transplant yourself into something else, into a different area. But I would just encourage you, if you feel like that, if you kind of feel like two dead sticks and you're intended to be a rose that's beautiful, seek the Lord and ask him what he would have you to do. I find that if I just talk to the Lord like he's my best friend, and then if I like shut up and listen, if I will keep my mouth quiet after I ask and just continue to be quiet, I will feel or hear in my spirit the Lord speaking to me. And usually what I like to do is get a journal or some paper and just pray whatever I need to pray, ask whatever I need to ask, and then be quiet and listen. And then I'll write down whatever it is that I think he's saying to me. And one of our pastors at Grace Chapel, we went through a class, a Steps 2 class, and he said, hearing the Lord speak to you is, it's like a continual stream of thought. Like it's just this continual stream of thought. And to know if it's the Lord or not, you match it up with the character of God and what the Word says about the Lord. If you hear in your quiet time, or in that whenever you ask the Lord a question and then you hear whatever in your spirit, if it's "you're stupid," "that's dumb," negative, hateful things like that, that's not the Lord. That's not how He talks to us. If it's loving and gracious and kind, then that's the Lord. And so I would just encourage you, if you find yourself to be in a place that maybe just isn't that great for you anymore, to sit down and ask the Lord, God, I feel this way. What would you have me to do? The Lord is specific. I know maybe a lot of people don't believe that anymore, but the Lord is specific, and He will speak directly to your circumstance, and He'll speak directly to you just like I'm speaking to you right now. You'll feel it in your spirit. And so I would just encourage you to do that. Just be open and honest with the Lord, and then be quiet and listen to what He would have to say. Maybe time for a transplant. I don't know.